Will Christians know that they are Christians? Yes. Will other religions know that they're their religion? Yes. Um, it's ingrained in you. I don't think anyone has to constantly search to be a part of a religion or group because, like I said before, and if anybody catches on to what I'm saying, God is the God of everyone, whether they know it or not. So it's a matter of connecting in the spirit. Now, the Bible says, train them up in a way, and they would know the way to go. If you was trained in a and your ancestors were trained in a certain religion, and you connect in the spirit with the certain religion, uh, then that's pretty much your religion. And so, if you're trying to cross over, certain things not going to work because you're not connecting in the spirit. Because you connect in the spirit with Christianity, and other spiritual people connect in the spirit with their religion. So I don't. I think people will know who they are, you know, automatically. I don't think you have to keep cross because religions basically tell you the same thing. Uh, is to connect with goodness in the world and being good and being honorable and just staying on the right side of things. Uh, Now, it reminds me of when I worked at this one place. Me and this girl was talking one day, and she was younger than me, but we was talking about how we see other people doing wrong, and they don't seem to get in trouble. But as soon as we do something wrong, uh, it's caught right away. And I always took the motto, "Was good for the geese is not good for the gander." So, which is saying you can't do what everybody else do because you have a higher calling, or you have more knowledge. Now the other person, they may have knowledge, but they're uh, mm, maybe they are to get RICO charges, and when the hammer come down, I think sometimes ancestors have prayed for certain people, and God's just trying to keep giving them chances um, to do right, to honor those prayers. Um, but we know from the Bible, and it said it in a couple of different ways. I've picked up on that. Uh, it's going to come a time where you know, he's given all of the he's given all of the chances, like the warnings, he's like, you still chose wrong over right, and I put it before you that I put the right in front of you, and you still chose to do wrong several times. He didn't do it like he didn't not give the so I don't know. But as far as so I'm saying two things in here, if you could pick up on it. Um People gonna know their religion. I don't think it has to be a big fight like uh over religions, like what religion is better over the other, because I hear a lot of that, and I'm like, or people be like, why you want to be a Christian? And because the state of Christianity today. Um but like I said, I'm coming up with my own remedy for that, for my own peace. And I'm gonna leave it at that because like I said, Y'all see it. It's been out there. It's, to me, it's ridiculous. It's just, yeah. Y'all see it. And when I was saying that they need to do something about that, like as far as the blatant disrespect publicly, it should be publicly um reconciled. You know, our children are watching. But like I said, I have my own. I'm done. I think I'm done with that. I think there's plenty of preacher, pastors, ministers out there who are diligently trying to uh, fix the problem, but it's been going on for so long that, you know, it may be the, the third generation from now that it's fixed. You know, hopefully that's not the case, but um, it's a real problem for other Christians to feel like, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna go there, but um, but God, like I said, God is the God of everyone, whether they know it or not, and so it doesn't matter anyway. If you caught on to what I've been saying, the same repercussion that the Christian has is going to be the same repercussion other religions have or non-religions have. So it really, and greed is at a all-time high. Um, just people wanting to live the luxury lifestyle when they can already be living the luxury lifestyle if they lived under their means. Not everybody's going to go to college. Not everybody's going to be rich. Not everybody's going to um, get the promotion. Not everybody's going to get the whatever. So, what do? You're going to invest, take a little money to invest, take a little money to take care of yourself, take a little money, you know, for anything else. And always take a little bit of money to save. And I'm talking to myself too, because, you know, I'm trying to pay attention to what my grandma said. And some, uh, other people tell you the same thing. So you can still live a prosperous life, even though you may not be up there with the others, but you're still living a prosperous life. Like all these people who get tax returns, good tax returns. Stop going out partying with that money. Stop spending it on Louis Vuitton and all the other name brands. Stop. Like, invest some of it, save some of it, and you have a little to spend and give, because you want to be able to give it back in some way if you want to be blessed. Now, yeah, you could still live a good life. You could still be able to get your nails done if that's what you choose to do, but you still live under your means. I practically wear the same thing every day. It's clean. It's clean. Get yourself a life uniform and wear that until you get a little money to get you something else. But a life uniform will take you, it will save so much more money. Stop getting 3 or 4 cars, or that one car that cost you so much money um, in the house. You want to live under your means, not over your means, and then you'll have a little extra to spend. And like I said, I'm talking to myself too. My life uniform right now, right now, it is a pair of comfortable pajama pants I got from Family Dollar. And I've had this tiger shirt for like 3-4 years now, and it's comfortable. So if I'm not at work, I'm wearing this. If I'm at work, I'm wearing it that doesn't provide a uniform. I'm wearing scrubs. I'm wearing nurses scrubs. Now, nurses scrubs are comfortable. I wear it, especially if a job does not provide a uniform, and I wear it outside of there as well. Back in the day, people wore surgical scrubs, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I wear scrubs. That's what I like to wear if I'm not, if I don't have, especially if I don't have anything. I'm gonna put on those same scrubs. I'm gonna wear it at work and I'm gonna wear it outside of work because that's it. And you're clean, okay? All that other stuff doesn't even matter. I'm like, I had worked for a man I respected. He wore the same jeans and sweater every day. Why do people do that? It also takes away from less thinking about what to wear. It takes away from that. It's like, it gives you more time to think about something else. Now, this man could afford whatever he wanted. And one year we all pitched in and we bought him a different sweater. He wore it one day, one time, I guess, to be respectful. But after that, he went back to his same sweater and his same jeans he liked to wear. So it was clean. He's clean. It doesn't matter. And he could buy what he wants. He owns his own business. So I know when I was in high school, I had bought this favorite pink shirt. I mean, it was cute, and a pair of jeans I really liked. And I wore it 3 days out the week, and I got ragged on. My grandma told me, "Is your clothes clean? Are you clean?" Yes. So it don't matter. It doesn't. And when I looked at this man who owned his own business, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter. My stuff clean. What you need all those clothes for? You don't. And I know social media has gotten us looking at it every day. People buying stuff, and we love to see people buying stuff, but it's not realistic. In certain situations, it's just not realistic. And constantly watching it every day becomes, we're happy for them and everything, but it will maybe cause you to sin because you can't afford to get what they're getting. So yes, you need to censor what you're watching. Censor what you're watching until you build up a mindset of, you're happy for them, but you don't need that. You don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need all of that because you can't afford all of that. You know what you can afford, so that's how you're gonna live. So it's not providing a sin for you. But for a lot of people out here, looking at that constantly, it's going to make them sin in some way. They're going to go out there because they want that money to get all of that stuff every day and to have every day. And that's greed in the first place, especially when they don't have it to get. You want to live under your means, not above your means. If you don't need it every day. Like my nails. I only get my nails done once a month. These last, although I broke a nail, these are going to last until next month. And that would have gave me some time to save to get them done if I want to keep them up. Highly not thinking about it, but I have certain problems that, Yeah, I won't go into that, um, that it would be best to keep them up. But yeah, so censor what you're watching. You're gonna have to do that, or you're gonna put yourself in a bad place. Sinning, stealing. People get their hands cut off for stealing. Well, hopefully they get caught and go to jail, because I don't like that. Mm-mm. Now, stealing leads to other things. Well, lying leads to stealing, leads to killing, and just other demonic things. So it's like a slippery slope. So if you know a constant liar, they're doing other things that they should not be doing. Believe that. Like I said, some people can't help themselves. They just gonna lie. They're gonna lie, lie, lie. They don't know how to tell the truth. The truth not in them. So know that they're doing other things that's not right. That's the truth. The truth will set you free, but not until, I forgot that saying. Oh yeah, it might hurt you first. Something like that. I got a patch. When I seen that, I was like, I gotta have that patch. But yeah. So I'm just saying. I think I covered a lot of things in this message. If y'all could decipher what I'm saying, only certain people gonna get it. And God is the way, the truth, and the light. And if you're not living in truth, what you living in? That's how come you can live freely. Whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Let's start with the truth. And okay, if you made a mistake, God gives you a way to fix it. So nobody can hold your mistakes against you. Who are they? Who are they, honey? Who are they? You working on getting yourself together. Or if you've gotten yourself together, that's why you should be examining yourself and what you're doing every day. Stop taking shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. The truth is the only way. In the end, someone can't blackmail you. Who are they? They can't blackmail you. What? But I laugh at that stuff. You can't blackmail me with nothing. You can't make me feel ashamed. I'm not. I'm free. I'm under God's umbrella. But if I do wrong, he got that snap collar on some people. Oh, he pressed he pressed that collar. You be like, oh shit! I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry, Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Some people can't do wrong. Some people can't do wrong. If they do wrong, God gonna press that snap collar, that electric collar, and they gonna get the hint real quick. Now other people, it's just RICO charges. But with some people, they know they can't do wrong. So God gonna get them right away. So yeah. And it doesn't mean that they're not dealing with things. They probably dealing with things in a different way. Like God's taking care of some people. Uh, they're not dealing with the same sins other people are dealing with. Like some people just not dealing with the sexual sins. They're not dealing with the backbiting. They're not dealing with the stealing. But they're dealing with other conscious things like, you know, let me see. What can I give an example of? I'm just saying this, like whether or not to take the shopping cart back in the store or leave it by their car. Okay, some people dealing with that. Now that's just a light example. Okay, that's what some people are dealing with. So they're not, you know, they dealing with more conscious questions like of morality, as far as what's or not morality, humanity. Yeah. So yeah, humanity. That's what some people are dealing with. They're not dealing with all that other stuff because I don't. It's because maybe they've dealt with it in some way, or God's given. They already know the answer to that, so they're not dealing with that. The question has already been asked and answered in that. They're not dealing with that. So they're dealing with other things. It doesn't mean they're not dealing with stuff. They are dealing with stuff, but it's not the same stuff others are dealing with. Does that mean their life is less hard? In that aspect, yes, but in other aspects, um, no. But they still dealing with stuff, like stuff with how hard should I work? They dealing with stuff like that. What is hard work right now? Yeah, so more consciousness they deal with than little. I mean, they deal with little and big consciousness problems, but not. Um, they've already dealt with that other stuff, so it's not desirable. They they just don't deal with that. So other people were like, oh, they have an easy life, or the honey. I know I don't deal with that. My life has been it hasn't been easy. Like Joseph, it was other people purposely doing things. But did God blame Joseph? No, he looked out for Joseph. He protected Joseph because he seen what was going on. God knew from the beginning. But Joseph, you see what Joseph did? He kept doing him and doing right. Now it probably was hard. They don't tell you that. It was probably mentally hard for him to do that some days, but he had to detach from it and still do what he was supposed to do and stay in alignment. And God take care of the other. So y'all know the story of Joseph. Yeah. You have to make a conscious decision to be better and do better. And to be, just be better. And that is sometimes a struggle every day because people test you for no reason, because they want to feel like they can walk all over you or be more powerful. There's only one God. So let me tell you that. And anybody who's trying to play God, they're going to get a rude awakening. That's anybody. There's only one God. He's the God of everybody, whether they know it or not. He's in the air we breathe. He's in the energy that's flowing. So that's why it's important for the good people to pray all the time, because while the bad people are praying, God, when the good people pray, it's being rerouted back. Their negativity is being rerouted back to them. So the Bible tells us to pray without ceasing. And it's telling us that for a reason. And it says, do unto others as you would have others do unto you, for a reason. Because the same you wanted for somebody else may come back to you. Especially if you're on the wrong side of things. That's why I pray that people know that there's only one God. I pray that they develop a relationship with Him. I pray that they focus on their own life for the betterment of their life. I pray that they turn back from any wicked way. And I pray they know the truth and may the truth set them free. That there's only one God. There's no one above Him. And you're going to have to turn to Him. So no, I don't, I do get upset because, you see what people get away with out here and you're like, can they go to jail? Because everybody out here, not, not, I don't know. But even if they don't, God, I think, He's going to take care of it eventually. So, do we have to stress over it as much when somebody does wrong? We do our due diligence. That means if you have the proof, you go and take the steps. But, if you don't, the Bible tells us they're going to be taken care of. Now, this message is long. I don't even know if anybody's going to watch this. You got to keep me interested to be watching a long video. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. If you find it, you was meant to find it. And I put a lot of messages in here in one video. All right, you guys. God bless. May you feel the presence of God everywhere you go.